A Turkish-German family of 4 from Hamburg is dead. They were poisoned in their hotel in central Istanbul while on vacation.
It's unbelievable. How can something like this happen?
The cause of death was banned pesticides used to kill bedbugs. Toxic gases from the pesticide had seeped from the basement into their room, according to Turkish police. The hotel owner and the exterminator are in custody. But why are such prohibited substances used in the first place? Birkan Ceyhan, an exterminator in Istanbul, is on his way to his next job. Every day he visits hotels in the city to combat bedbugs, parasites that feed on human blood. They're not only found in big cities like Istanbul, and often arrive in the country in travelers' luggage.
You have to look under the bed and in cracks and crevices where they lay their eggs. Otherwise, you won't get rid of the problem.
Ceyhan sprays pesticides on potentially infested parts of the beds. He says he'd never use the poison that killed the Hamburg family.
When these insecticide tablets come into contact with water and air, they release a gas that can penetrate the smallest cracks. That's why the room has to be sealed with tape. People's lives depend on the rooms being sealed properly. For that family, they clearly weren't.
As it turned out, the Hamburg family were not the first victims of illegal insect control in Istanbul. Last year, a German exchange student also died after bedbugs had been exterminated in the apartment below hers. The poison used, aluminum phosphide, is actually only approved for use in agriculture. Experts are stunned it's being used in enclosed spaces.
When aluminum phosphide reacts with air, it releases phosphine gas. This is extremely toxic. It's similar to substances used in chemical weapons.
It isn't the first time Birkan Ceyhan has heard about the use of illegal pesticides from illegal suppliers.
I also know of a death about 5 years ago. Relatives are often paid off to avoid investigation. It's common knowledge in this business.
Ceyhan visits his hotel customers once a month to do pest control. This hotel owner insists on working with a licensed company. But not all hotels are so scrupulous.
These recent scandals have hurt the hotel industry. Guests are becoming more and more concerned about hygiene measures before they book rooms. The authorities should inspect hotels much more frequently, like once a month.
President Erdogan has promised tighter controls following the deaths. But most Turkish citizens are skeptical that anything will change.
It's unbelievable. How can something like this happen?
It always comes down to money. Hotels cut corners on fire escapes or even on the right pesticides.
Tourism is an important source of income for Turkey. The country has more than 50 million visitors every year. Word of the poisoning scandal has gotten around.
This should be investigated, of course, and I hope they take all the precautions necessary.
My job is pest control. I work in, so I know what to look for. So I'm not scared.
Hotel owners also bear responsibility, says exterminator Birkan Ceyhan. As he gets back into his car, his phone rings with a new booking at a 12-room hotel. The client doesn't ask about his pest control methods.
Çünkü sormuyorlar, müşterilerimiz direkt
For most of them, price is the bottom line.
mesela
Some black market companies would do a gig like this for the equivalent of less than 20 euros.
Bunlar da haliyle zaten merdiven altı firmalar.
That fact means lives remain at risk in Istanbul until more businesses follow the practices of reputable people like Birkan Ceyhan.